Is we live? We is. I'm gonna drive y'all crazy today. I promise. Yo. Rockstar. It's like we on, but we not. You know what time it is. Share it in the groups. Mm-hmm. 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 Every week, I just try to see how many people either boot me or let me stay. That's the goal: is get booted out of as many as possible. My bad, wrong one. Oops. All right, all right, all right, all right. We in here like swimwear, swimwear. What's good? What's going on, beautiful people? Y'all ready for today's show? Cause it's about to be one hot dinger of a show, and we late. We late, but we early. I mean, we on time because we in here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I swear we gotta cut back. Um, it's red in here, right? Let me let me get this popping. I got things to do, so although we are live on the stream, this is definitely for the podcast, not the vodcast. You see, don't play with me. This is why filming this and and recording this, y'all don't even see. It's like two computers. There's mad screens. But let's see how many people we get in here, and then we'll go from there. Damn, play with my beard. Mm-mm-mm. Na 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 na. Da 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 da. Yo, real shit. If y'all paid attention to what was happening with those gun laws that we were gonna touch on, y'all be worried too, man. That shit is wild. It is insane. Well, I can't say insane, but we should have seen it coming. Can't get mad at 6ix9ine for doing what 6ix9ine is gonna do. It's actually it's fitting to see 6ix9ine doing 6ix9ine. Can't get mad at that. What? And the song still hit. Yeah. He'll pop. It'll pop off. It has to. It's too much money involved not to. No, really, it's too much money involved. All right, T. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe Wine. By the way, if we don't know, it's Kasabian. It's Kasabian. Kasabian. Not Caspian. It's Kasabian. So we can repeat that like 75 times. It's kind of frustrating when people be like, oh, hey, Caspian. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, that's not my name. That's not even close. You didn't even try. You literally just guessed in my face. What up, boy? Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Like I was saying earlier, this is excuse me, not in a rush, but this is definitely going to be for the pod. Let's take calls. Why not? If anybody wants to call in, we're going to talk about Tekashi. I'm high as shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Hey, my name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show, episode 156, live from Las Vegas. The show's brought to you by Kasabian Lavoe. KLavoe.com. That's KLAVOE.com. Head over to KLavoe.com and pick up some merch and support the machine. There's a donation button. Every time you donate, that goes to feed 5 Puerto Rican babies and put them through school. Head over to KLavoe.com. Check out the merch, the music, the book. Everything's on there. Do me a favor and share the music, share the podcast and whatnot. Head over to popple.co. That's Popple. Popple is a really cool digital business card. And I'm going to show you how Popple works. Look, that's my Popple on my phone. And when people see my Popple, they're like, oh my God, Tyler Cat. So, boom, walk up to somebody. You tell them to pop you. And then it takes them here to a landing page. Boom, that's me. So I'm a realtor. This comes in handy when people are asking for my information, because this way I literally give them everything. They can email me, text me, call me. They got my Instagram, my Facebook. Everything is right there. In a post-corona world, you don't want to hand out business cards. I mean, how can you beat this? Look, head over to popple.co, use Kasabian Lavoe at checkout and save 20%. They're dope and they're very customizable. And I promise you, if you're in business somehow, some way that you need to spread your name and you want to market, this is it for you. Okay, let's get into this. So, the gun laws that Biden is trying to pass, well, some of them are already laws. So, he's trying to be this virtuoso God, but in reality, he's just triggering emotions. There's already background checks, mandatory in most states or all states. I'm in Nevada, so the laws here are a bit different, but nonetheless, we have background checks. The idea they're going to make assault rifles, they're going to ban assault rifles. Why? Why are they banning assault rifles? What makes an assault rifle more dangerous than a handgun? I don't understand. All it takes is one bullet. They're banning, I saw what do you say? The magazine size is going to be cut down. Let's see what he wants to do. Hold on. I got it here because there was a few of them and it kind of threw me off. Today I'm calling Congress to enact the common sense gun law reform, including requiring background checks on all gun sales. We already have that. Banning assault weapons and high capacity magazines. It only takes one bullet. I don't understand why the magazine size is anything. And eliminating immunity for gun manufacturers who knowingly put weapons of war on our streets. Now that's scary. Let me tell you why. Because that basically means, okay, you can't sue Chevy or GM for your car accident, right? Like if you crash a car or a car kills somebody, you can't sue the company that made the car. Or if let's say, it's so hard because it's really hard because it kind of only works for like guns and things of this nature. But you can't sue any company that makes something that can hurt somebody. Like if it's not made to hurt somebody in that manner, you can't go after them. The idea that they can go prosecute gun makers for making guns is beyond me, because then that means they can start suing car manufacturers for whatever their issues are, or whatever manufacturers. Anything that causes any harm, you should be able to just sue willingly when it's not the fault of the product, but of the user. And that's the issue with guns. The guns aren't the issue, it's the people. We have a huge mental health issue, and we need a better way to diagnose and really help folks. And unfortunately, we always go right to let's just ban guns. We haven't even had a gun issue in quite some time, thank God. Under Trump, we didn't really have that issue. Gun sales went through the roof. I'm sorry to laugh, but it's true. If you look at any country in the world that has high gun restraints, they're probably, restrictions, they're the worst. They're the most dangerous. On top of being the most dangerous, unfortunately, they're not as safe as they predict them to be, nor can you trust on having that government take care of you. Because that's what happens when you don't have a gun. You got to count on the police. You got to count on the government. They literally put themselves to become like the hero of everything, to control everything. When you cannot defend yourself, what do you got to do? You really trust the police? Like when shit hits the fan, you're going to say, you know what? I hope that guy comes and takes care of everything for me. No, you want to have your own protection. It wasn't but 2 years ago. I believe it was in Australia. If it wasn't Australia, it was in New Zealand, where the guy was on live on Facebook and he shot up a whole mosque. Y'all have like the most strict gun laws in the world. What happened? It didn't stop anything. It doesn't matter if the magazine had one bullet, the magazine had 30 bullets in it. He was gonna cause damage however he could. It would have been with a gun or with a stick or with a rock, whatever. You know what I'm saying? When somebody wants to do bad, they'll do bad. I'll give you a great example. On the Las Vegas Strip, there's these pillars on the sidewalks now. Pillars on the sidewalks. You want to know what these pillars are for? They're for just in case if a car wants to drive on the sidewalk and kill a bunch of people. Because there was a terror attack where somebody did that with a truck in New York City. Now, that can happen. I mean, it could be anybody. It could be a drunk person. It can be some type of accidental, just whatever. We had a episode on the Strip where a lady was on medicine and she had something happen where she basically just lost control of her vehicle, jumped the curb, ran over a couple people, didn't kill nobody. She ran over a couple people. She hurt some people. And this would have prevented it, but who would have knew? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a sidewalk. But is that what we're going to do now? Like, we're going to live inside of a bubble because things can hurt us? Like, that's not fair, right? You know, the mask thing. I know it's an up and down thing. Wear your mask. Stop bitching about it. But don't tell me to wear my mask to protect other people. Allow me to make that decision for myself. Like, I can put myself in whatever position I want to put myself in. This scares me on so many levels. First off, this whole background check thing, what does it do? Our felony system is probably the worst in the world. Literally, you go to jail for one thing and for the rest of your life, you're labeled that criminal. We need jail reform. You lose all your rights over what? Like, you commit one crime or two crimes as a kid. There's no reformity, so we can't even say the jail system works because it doesn't do shit. Nobody goes in the jail and comes home better. You know, they get put in a fucking horrible environment. They fester. They're treated like second class, and that's how they're fucking gonna be looked at for the rest of their lives. They know that leaving there, nothing is gonna come of it. Like, you lose your voting rights, you lose your gun rights, and you can't even get a fucking job. You shouldn't, like, there's so many things that we need to fix before we start doing all these gun laws and shit like this, because nothing's changed. Like, the guns aren't the issue. We need to just stop villainizing the weapon. The weapon isn't the issue. It's the people that use it improperly. The NRA has never been the enemy. The NRA teaches gun safety, and they're fighting for you to keep the right to protect yourself and defend your home. Living in Nevada, we're firm believers in the Second Amendment here. That's not going anywhere. I hope that it never goes anywhere. And this state is pretty safe. Yes, we had an incident, but things do happen. We can't live our lives just assuming nothing's ever going to happen. And me allowing the government to come and take all my guns or minimize my magazine size as if me having less bullets will cause less issues. Like, all it takes is one bullet. Like, it's really not science, right? You understand that from a 22 to a fucking 50 cal, either one can kill you. It's just, that's just how shit, you can slip and fall and die. Like, shit happens. But the idea that I'm just giving up all of my shit just for what? Because there's been instances of chaos. I have to pay now. My family has to now sacrifice their well-being at the cost of safety. Like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. That scares the fuck. And the idea that they can sue the gun manufacturers really fucks me up, because that's weak. That's a horrible thing to do. It's gonna cause a lot of fucking issues. It's really gonna. I don't know. Salt's actually good for you. Salt is electrolytes. My bad. I'm very passionate about this type of shit, man. Cause like, y'all know that whole Nazi shit was like recently. Like, this wasn't that long ago. And that's how it starts. It's just power. It's control. Like, look at what's going on in fucking China. Yeah, but you get sodium from, like, frozen foods, not from real table salt. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to the chat. Yes, there's sodium in salt. No shit. But I'm just saying that that's actually, table salt is good for you. The sodium that's bad for you would be the sodium that they use, like the cups and cupfuls that's inside of like frozen foods or some type of microwavable foods, not necessarily table salt. That's good for you. You need that type of salt. It actually helps you in recovery, and it helps you retain water where you need it. Look into it. I'm not here to give a health show, damn it. I'm here to talk about guns and gun safety. Yo, you can call. You want to call in? The number's on the screen. I can have a whole thing for you. Anyway, hold on, man. Let me get to it. So let's pay attention to what's going on with these gun laws. I always want to bring to the front that most of these laws aren't laws. And the way this administration is going to operate as off your feelings. So they're going to sit here and tell you they're going to do this and do that, do this and do that. But most of the shit's already done. Like, we don't need nobody to pass a law for background checks if we already got background checks. These politicians are afraid to tell you that they don't have much to do. If they were honest with us, it'd be a lot easier for us to understand them and really get a grasp of what's happening. But they like to use this as a catapult. They, it's just like the same thing with DACA and with immigration. Oh, we're going to save the kids from the cages. And now we're putting them in overflow cages. You see what we're dealing with? There's no solution. There's no solution. This is what the fuck they do. It's a pass the buck down and then change the name to make it seem like it's a nicer thing, and it's really not. Like, they're not solving anything. Solve immigration. I'm all for solving immigration. Fuck DACA. We need reform. Let's solve the jail issue. Let's solve our educational issue. We have core issues that we need to fix. Y'all, the other day I was saying we need 3 things to turn this country around. And it doesn't matter what side you're on. You should agree with these 3 things because I think they're the most honest and fucking prevalent things that we need. One is our educational system. If we're going to have a government, it doesn't matter how much you spend on school. If you're not learning the right shit, you're wasting money. Going to school is to get a job. We have the worst schooling system ever. If you want extracurricular activities, then, go for it. But the nature of school should be to get a good job and to have a society full of people that are intelligent and that are able to take care of themselves. We don't have that. So we need to fix our schools. 2, we need to really focus on our reforms because it's always talk. And when I say reforms, I mean we need to go in there and change, like I said, immigration reform. We need to go in there and change our jails. We need to go in there and change our policing. Like, there's things that need to fucking change in order for us to move forward as a society. If it doesn't happen, then we literally won't have any progress if we continue to teach the way we teach and to operate the way we operate. And just throwing fake names out there and creating fake laws that don't do anything aren't going to help anyone. It's not going to help anyone. And on top of all those things, I say we need to figure out how to back that dollar back to the gold. And the only reason I say that, and I might be wrong about that one, but the only reason I say that is that it might bring balance to our fucking budget. And we won't just keep printing up money like crazy because it's just, there's so much influx in our economy because we're still letting a group of people make these decisions for us. And at least with gold tied to it or some type of, there has to be something behind it so that they can't just print up all the fucking money, because what's going to happen is that they're going to keep up printing up so much money, it's not going to be worth anything. And because we have, again, a society of people who don't know shit, what are they going to do when their stacks of money are worthless? This happens. Like, you're destroying the dollar bill. There's no value to the dollar bill. Like, they keep on just giving out fucking money. Nothing's going to come of it. Like, you're going to have literally piles and piles of fucking money that won't buy you shit. Everything is going to be so fucking expensive or so hard to make that you can't even get it. Like, it's chaos. But either way, that's what we need in my eyes. And what the fuck do I know? Anyway, let's talk to Tekashi and Meek Mills. Now, this shit is the funniest. I always comment. I like to comment on dudes' posts that be saying wild shit. I like to say, you ain't have a daddy, and it's obvious. Like, you could tell when you don't have a daddy. I had a conversation with 2 of my little cousins, and I realized, damn, y'all got daddies, but somebody dropped the ball. Damn, let me see how I put this. I'm not saying that my uncles and shit ain't do what they had to do, but there's certain ways that you can approach the youth. You know what I'm saying? You got to drop gems on them. Like, I was talking to them and I'm like, damn, y'all really don't know shit. You know, they just telling me how everybody's shitting on their dreams and shit. They're not listening to them, but they still they don't have a clear visual on like how to get shit going. And I realized that, damn, y'all didn't get no gems dropped on you. Like, our parents were still just working class that didn't want to like think outside of the bubble. Honestly, I'm the only person in my family I know that did that like I got out and did my own, and I made it my own way. But having a talk with them, I go, damn, it feels like y'all grew up without daddies. Like, y'all daddies were so busy working and shit, they weren't teaching y'all these gems of being a man. And I see a lot of this on the internet. I always see young dudes doing shit where I go, God damn, did you not have a father figure in your life? Like, why do you move like this? You shouldn't move this way. It's not conducive to your health for you to move and operate in these manners. Clear example, Meek Mills. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, I don't give a fuck if Tekashi was waiting outside. I don't give a fuck if Tekashi was waiting in the club. You cannot tell me that your first move was pull out your phone and start filming. Where's your daddy at? Who taught you that? If I walk outside and I'm with my homies, and I see you and your homies, and the last time we said we was gonna see each other and we was supposed to just go hand in hand, you know what I'm saying? It's on site. It's on site. We fighting. Yo, he trying to get me locked by the feds. He trying to, yo, my boy, you can do a weekend in jail for fighting. Stop being a pussy. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. You got attorneys, you got money. Shut the fuck up. If y'all was gonna fight, then fight. Put the phone away, put your hands up, throw hands right there in the parking lot, call it good and go home. And if that's not your MO, then boy, walk your ass to the car and just go home. Don't say shit. Tell your people not to say nothing and walk the fuck off. Tekashi did what he does. He got under your skin and proved once again you a bitch. If Tekashi's screaming and yelling at you, I'm going to tell you this. I would have argued harder with my people for even saying anything. It's embarrassing what y'all doing. Y'all arguing with a kid who doesn't understand that this shit is not a game. And if you really from the streets, like I said, there's two ways to handle that shit. Whoop his ass or walk the fuck away. You do not pull your phone out like a little girl. And not even a little girl, because the girls, I see more females fighting online than dudes. Stop. It's fucking embarrassing. Like, yo, you need a daddy. You need a fucking daddy to come in and teach you how to be a man. Because that's not how men operate. That shit is wrong, is foul, and you're not gangster. Like, that wasn't gangster at all. Ain't nobody saw that shit and went, oh my God, Meek, you so gangster pulling out your phone. And then this pussy's gonna get on Twitter, and then you gonna tweet about this shit and start writing songs about it. Bro, you gonna talk about Tekashi for the next year and a half. Yo, enough. You not gangster. You not none of that. You literally did that shit that people do when they scared. You know, yo, hold me back. Hold me back. Nah, hold me back. And you're not even holding them. You just like barely touching them. Hold me back. Hold me back. Nah. That's corny as shit. Tekashi did right. Tekashi riled you up, got you out your skin, and you look like a fucking clown. Nothing new. Meek Mill's the fucking clown. All this prolific shit you love to talk and you don't stand on it. Okay. You know, y'all love to idolize Nipsey Hussle, right? And it's for all the wrong reasons, but I'll let that slide. Meek, do you think Nip would do some shit like that? Do you think Nip and his boys would move in that manner? Are you fucking crazy? Yo, what's wrong with you? What went through your mind when the first thing you did was go, here, let me pick up my phone. That was your first move. Let me pick up my phone. That shit is pick up my phone, bro. And then, oh, he trying to get, then you play the victim too. You a pussy and you a victim. He tried to get me locked up. He said I spit on him. Oh, he gonna call the feds on me. What are you talking about? Y'all could have fought. If I was in Atlanta, I'd find an attorney right now and ask him, yo, how bad would an assault and battery be? And what's assault and battery when you defending yourself? Like, if he was waiting for you, like you say, you could have whooped his ass and got away with that shit. Like, I don't comprehend. That was all Bochinche and Chatty Patty shit. That shit's weak. Meek Mill's embarrassing. You are a perfect example of a fucking cornball. Like, that shit was corny, bro. Like, you don't even need to do that. If you would have walked away from him, we would have took you more serious. Like, honestly, it's not gangster to just be out there putting your life on the line, because that's not a thing. But you let him. And it's sad. It's sad that some people think that that's the way to go. Let me put my phone out and start filming this shit. That's crazy. What else happened? Oh, I got yelled at because somebody fucking posted on the news, some police county or some police department in some county was offering to give people a free vacation for the weekend if they had warrants for Valentine's Day. Said if you have revenge or some shit, hit us up. If you know somebody with a warrant, we'll take them in. I'm like, bro, don't do that type of shit, man. That's gross. Like, why y'all fucking with people's freedom? And they were like, oh, somebody got warrants. Actually, I don't have any warrants. I'm good. My issue with it is that all warrants aren't necessarily warranted. So when my voice keeps cracking. When they keep saying, oh, it's bad people that got warrants. No, it's not necessarily true. It could be a motherfucker out there that got some traffic warrants that don't deserve to be in fucking jail. Like, you gonna take a man's freedom and put him on papers for what? For revenge? That's the nastiest revenge. Calling 911 is the nastiest revenge you can do for anybody. Like, what's the point? Like, nah, man, I'm not okay with that. That shit was corny. What else happened? That's it. Not a mucho. Anybody got any topics they want to talk about before we jump off? I want to do a cooking show with my mom's. My mom's has been on this weird cooking shit for the past like 2 years, where she's hit this age where she wants to cook all the fucking time. So I was thinking, why don't? Because I'm like the best cook in my family, like hands down. I'll do. Matter of fact, I'm the best cook ever, yo. Every time shorties come through, they know what time it is. I'm cooking it up for them, and it's popping. Once they taste my food, they're like, oh my god. I'm like, I know. And then watch what else I could do. It's amazing, right? Anyway, like my mom made brownies today, but she put Lay's potato chips over the top. She said, "Oh, it's like sweet and salty." No, it ain't. Excuse me. But I really want to do a show cooking with her, and then like I do my version, and she does her version. So we're developing that, and I'm working on a dream board for where my treadmill is. I hurt my ankle, my knees are swollen, my back hurts. I'm beat the fuck up. Like for the past like 3 days, bruh. All this running is really whooping my ass. I had to cut back on weightlifting from doing this shit. This 4x4x48 is really whooping my ass. It's not it's not going as easy as I thought it would go. Um, Pray for me if that's a thing, because this shit is getting stressful. What else? I'm trying to run through my mind. I mean, when I saw that Meek Mill shit, like I was opening my laptop to check emails, and I saw the video, and I was just so disappointed because I'm like, yo, this is my problem with so many men today. Like we don't have real men doing men shit. Like y'all need to do men shit. Like stop, man. Teach the youth a better way. Like that's bochin shit. That's squawk. Like even real females ain't moving like that. That's little kid shit, bro. It's corny as fuck. It really is just pathetic to think that y'all gonna move in that manner and then expect people to take you serious. Like we can't take you serious. And then you bunny hopping like a bitch in front of a bunch of white people. Like, yo, you a clown. You a fucking clown. Ain't no gangster gonna sit there and dance for, but you fucking shucking and jiving and shit. That shit's corny, bro. Meek is trash for that, yo. Fuck Meek. Well, you trash as shit. What else was I gonna talk about? That was it. I gotta do this dream board for my treadmill. And some things for the YouTube. I got a couple intros that I gotta pick through for the YouTube videos and a couple of ad spots and shit like this. I don't know what that is.